bring in our own Steve Melewski now to discuss exactly what's been going on. And Steve, first and foremost, thank you for joining us today. But some really exciting news if you're paying attention to the minor leagues this week.
Well, they've been winning a lot, Melanie, and that's always fun. The AAA Norfolk Tides have got a really rough start. They've got some injuries going on now, and, it's been rough for them. But down below that, AA Bowie, high single A Aberdeen, and low single A Delmarva are a combined 35 and 15. That's a 700 winning percentage. So that's going great. And, player development is job one on the farm. Grayson Rodriguez, for instance, could pitch great even on a losing team and become better as a pitcher. But there are things you gain in a winning environment and a winning culture. And there are people in baseball who said teams that rebuilt and went on to win it all, like the Cubs, the Royals several years ago, maybe San Diego will be one in the future, were winning consistently on the farm, leading to that. You learn things like hit behind the runner, advanced runners, hit the cutoff man, basic fundamental things you start to develop there that you carry on to the majors.
Well, and so one of those that has been carrying on, Kyle Bradish has already been promoted 3 starts, a perfect ERA. Really, what's going into him being as successful as he has in such a young season?
Well, he's been a real standout on the farm and a standout year pitching for the Orioles. And, you can't have numbers much better than that. He hasn't allowed a run in 13 2/3, and his strikeout rate is 17. He's really throwing great, and he just got promoted, as you can see, to Norfolk, where it looks like he'll make his first start on Tuesday night. He's trying to make that Dylan Bundy trade look good. They got 4 right-handers. And Bradish, really, when he went to the alternate camp last year, the Orioles saw this kid really has got talent we like, and he clicked with the pitching coaches there. He's throwing mid-90s right now. He's got a couple of outstanding breaking balls. His curveball's probably getting a little more swing and miss. He throws a hard changeup, and he really was dominating in the Eastern League. So the Orioles said, we're going to make the move, man. They bumped him already to AAA. He throws from a high arm slot, kind of like someone on this broadcast, Melanie, not you or me or Garceau, by the way, but if you go way back in the day and watch Bradish when he pitches, over the top. You don't see a lot of that anymore. So it's an interesting look for hitters. It helps give him some natural cut to his fastball, and he's been a standout. So I think the Orioles are excited to see, can he carry what he started at Bowie to Norfolk?
How do you compare? Now, Bowie almost seemed to just have an unfair advantage when it came to their rotation, but how do you compare Bradish when you also look at his countermates, including D.L. Hall and Grayson Rodriguez, and what each of them brings to the table?
Here's a big statement a scout made to me recently. He said when Bradish is at his best, he is in a class with D.L. and Grayson. That's a big statement, and I think high praise for Bradish, who is not ranked as highly as them because he's a little older. He's 24. If he was doing this at 21 or 22, he might be a top 100 guy right now, and he still may be down the road. But he was, a college pitcher. They drafted him 4th round in 2018 out of New Mexico State. He's number 12 in both Baseball America and MLB Pipeline. And so this kid's playing to rave reviews right now. We'll see how it's going to go for him at Norfolk. It'll get tougher. He'll face some more experienced hitters there. But he just dominated AA. 17 strikeout rate. They needed to challenge him, and they're going to.
Well, and I'm sure the Tides will appreciate having him there to shore things up, too. He leaves behind a really impressive offense that the Bay Sox have put together so far. I actually got to make it down to a game, and Terrin Vavra, I have to tell you, he impressed me. It was in the middle of that 5-game multi-hit streak. Of course, they've been scuffling against Richmond this week because it is those 6-game series now. But what has Vavra been doing to put himself, very similar to Bradish, into a bigger spotlight?
Off to a great start. The numbers look really good for this kid, as you can see. The on-base, 463. He's always been a high on-base guy. This is a player the Orioles got in the trade for Michael Givens to Colorado last August 30th, which looks like a good trade as well. They got Tyler Nevin and Terrin Vavra. He's playing mostly second base at Bowie, a little shortstop, a little center field to get the versatility in there. But, he's been their leadoff hitter. The plate discipline is outstanding. You can see by that on base. He's got kind of a gap-to-gap approach. Really a solid player who was the South Atlantic League MVP in 2019 when we last had minor league baseball before this year. Real gamer, got some great instincts on the bases. So Bauer's off to a good start for Bowie, igniting that lineup at the top, a lineup that's been putting up a lot of runs as the Bay Sox have been doing a lot of winning.
Well, a lot of winning is certainly welcome, as is minor league baseball as a whole after not having anything last year. Steve, thank you, as always, for your insights. Fantastic.
You got it.